Okay, hello everyone. Today my plan is to backtest to yesterday's price action. I wasn't able to trade live, so I'm gonna do totally fully transparent backtesting. I'm never checking where the market went, where the price action went throughout the day. So I'm doing it very fair. I always open GU, then I just uh, select date. So I'll select. So yesterday was Wednesday. Really? Yesterday was Wednesday, I thought it Tuesday. So I'm going for 10th of March. So I can check the daily without checking the next day. Okay, so then I'm going to Nasdaq. That's when I start to analyze the charts. So I'm gonna open the ES as well. Alright, so daily then. Daily I'm gonna start from cleaning my charts again as always. Because working in such messy charts is not the best thing. Second, I'm gonna leave it like this now. It's good. Okay, so one, two. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna delete all of this. No, I mean I would say I'm gonna delete all of this actually because all the rest I need. So here we go. Buy set as well. SMT on the top as well. So what do we have? What do I have then? What I can see? Why sell side is buy side? So as already told many times, we have this view volume balance here, SMT buy side being taken, SMT formed here on both formed. So the yes is showing us that it's weaker, but then we can see the bottom SMT that it says it's stronger. So prices are really 50-50. The sell set is taken. So we're working with this range now. Here is our sell side. Here is our buy side that we're working with. Potentially, I think we might, if we push higher, like if I want, I would say I'm pretty much bearish now. I'm still pretty much bearish, and I think I'll be bullish on daily as soon as I see potential this break of structure. This market structure shift above this buy side liquidity would be great because that will be the perfect Y22 and Y22 entry model with the sell side being taken. So in this case, we can potentially might consider the buy side being taken. I mean, going to all the all-time highs. So in my opinion, this is a pretty reasonable, quite reasonable idea. Be yeah. After that, I'll just drop to four. I'll just go to 4 hour time frame now. I'm gonna check the sell side buy side and for value gaps as well. We had this new week opening gap that was closed above inverted. I mean, it was inverted. We had this beautiful accumulation. I mean, the accumulation is not the best thing, but we had the accumulation here. Potential manipulation, yeah. Price immediately came back, displacing through all of this, all this new week opening up through the fair value gap. So I can I can just print 2 more candles, 3 more candles. Yeah, we can work with this. So what do I see? I see that the sell set is taken. So after this was inverted, right? What is that? It's volume balance. Yeah. So in my opinion, since this was inverted, this Ferrell gap was inverted. Yeah, we still might push lower, but this says me, okay, Nikita, this is more likely to be a chance to go higher. Where exactly? Potentially, I would consider all the way up till here, this buy side, and at least this buy side, because technically we're in the free risk of area, at least buy side, this at least to this buy side. So I gonna I'm going to mark this for value gap as it's pretty important for me. I think if we're gonna invert this 4-hour time frame for value gap, then I'll potentially expect this price crashing at least till this 50% zone. We also have new week opening up perfectly lined up with this 50% zone. So this is something nice, something I can definitely work with. So I'm gonna mark this two beautiful for value gaps that I can potentially work with. As already told, I'm gonna do the same on yes. We can have also the same two nice and amazing for value gaps. Just based on what I see, I can see that Nasdaq seem to be a bit stronger than yes, because just because of this push lower. We can see that yes already approached this 4-hour fair value gap, almost approached when Nasdaq is much higher, not much higher, but a bit higher. So now I can definitely drop to hourly time frame to see to see anything. So technically on the daily, I still understand that we might push lower. I would say the daily buys are pretty low, like lower to going lower, that the price will go lower. But just based on what I see, this push accumulation prior to this push and displacement back, taking the sell side S&P 400 on the bottom, and I understand that I want to see higher prices today, maybe after it, or lower if we decide to come back into the discount area before we push higher, or maybe if price will go invert all of this, I can potentially expect price to keep crashing lower, to keep going lower. So that's pretty much for the based on what I see. So let's drop to hourly to see what the price is forming up. I can see that this verbal gap is pretty important. Maybe it doesn't seem so on Nasdaq, but on yes, I can see it's definitely important for verbal gap. So, so I think I'm gonna print two or three more kettles till 8 a.m. until 9. I mean. Okay, so I also need to check the news this day because I have no idea if there was anything that day. We have news today, by the way. No, it was CPI day yesterday. Alright. Now I understand why we have this pretty big candle. As we know, there's two reasons why. Well, there's two things that news are doing. The first thing it do is manipulation, and the second thing, news appears in order to provide continuation. In this case scenario, I think, this case scenario, I would say I'm 50-50 because price didn't really take anything or yeah, did anything. But I can see that price came back into this fair value gap, and after sweeping this buy side, price went lower. We have SMT as well. I can also see not equal highs, not equal lows. No, it's not. But anyway, some sell side is here, right? So based on what I see here, is pretty much this fair value gap hourly, and I will not mark this hourly fair value gap. Definitely not. I think I'll just maybe refine this area a little bit, and that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna do anything else in this case. But I really like this push lower because it might seem to me like it might be manipulation, but let's see. Let's drop to 15 minutes and see what the price is doing. It looks like accumulation, right? And it looks like a really big push to the upside. Do I think price want to come back to fill the imbalances? Yeah, I think so. I feel like that's exactly what might happen. So let's just print two more candles. Yeah, so at this point um, I'm asking myself, yeah, okay, Nikita, what do you see? I see that previously lower was just taken. That's what I understand. Uh, I understand that I have SMT. That's what I understand as well. That's showing me that yes, it's stronger. It was just weaker, and now it's already stronger. No, actually, Nasdaq is stronger. Nasdaq is stronger. Yeah, it shows me that yes, is weaker. So I have this SMT. In addition to this, I have this short-term SMT here as well, right? That shows me again that Nasdaq is stronger and that ES is weaker. So, what do I understand at this point? I literally understand that price just took previously low. Price just took previously low on ES, but failed to do the same on Nasdaq. It means it means that Nasdaq is stronger and ES is weaker. In addition to this, we have this new scandal that where was a nice reaction from the hourly for value gap. At this point, I also understand that price is forming what? Price is forming. Okay, not here. Price is forming with potentially market structure shift, right? Y22 entry model after taking previous low. This is amazing confluence for to consider trades at this point. I also know that technically on the left I'm the free risk of area at least till where? At least till this buy set, right? And I have this previous day high here. On the top previous day low was just taken SMT formed. Double SMT on each pair formed. There was no price didn't go till this 4 hour time frame for value gap. Do I think price will go there? It might. I think it might still do it. What will confirm me the idea that the price is more likely to go higher? I feel like I really want to enter the trade now, but what I think is more likely to happen now is that we more likely to invert this for value gap, go higher. Then at potential here I might consider some really short term shorts till the 50 discount zone of this Y22 entry model. If there will be a model for me to enter longer, I will enter longs till the previous day high at least. Actually, I think I will consider longs on Nasdaq instead. Ideally on Nasdaq, I think price is more likely to invert this hourly for value gap at the point when before we see reversion. But again, I have this hourly for value gap here that I'd like price to invert, right? In my opinion, if it inverts, then I'm going higher. I mean, I'd like to see price going higher. Other than that, I'll just look at the price. Anyway, I see what I also see this inversion. It's like mini Y2020 model here. Anyway, yeah, this amazing 15 minutes for value gap. Anyway, I will drop to 5 minutes time frame to see whether the market is have any for value gaps on 5 minutes or not. So we can see this immediate push to the upside, right? Market opens up, immediately pushes higher. No, it doesn't open up like this. Yeah, it opens up, immediately pushing higher, confirming my idea that this is a market structure shift. potentially. Also, we have SMT here now. At this point, I think what? I understand that we have multiple fair value gaps in this area. So I want to find out where is my discount area. I want to find out where is the discount area, and I also would like to see the first presented fair value gap, which is which was not appeared here yet, which was not here yet. Price keep going higher, a little bit not in sync. Okay, here is the push. I know that I still don't have first presented fair value gap on Nasdaq, but I have it on ES. In my opinion, we at this point we are more likely there is a chance that price will more likely push lower till the 50% zone. Do I want to enter the trade now? I actually potentially want to enter a trade if I see first presented being respected and then rejection to the downside. In this case, yes, I'm entering. I'm entering to the discount, so that's what I want to see. Okay, can we push higher? Okay, here we go. First presented for value gaps in both cases gives rejection. Can we display slower now? We can display slower now. That would be my entry point. Uh, Basically, I can say that I'm not allowed actually to trade um, that model. This is part of my model. I feel like it's a good model. It doesn't really give positive risk to reward, but most of the time when price comes into 5 minutes for value gap, it usually just respects it. And it means that we don't really have to expect price going all the way down to the 50% zone. But just based on what I see, I feel like that this trade worth it. In my opinion, in my opinion, this is an extremely risky trade with a negative risk to reward. That's what I see as well. But I could of course enter like this. There is no doubt. But would I? I don't think so. So I'd potentially consider this trade only if I risk like 0.1% of my budget. In this case, I'm not even allowed to trade it, but I think I would be pretty much to risk either 0.05% or 0.1% of my budget. So I would pretty much go for this trade here with a stop loss over the recent swing low, no, this place and take profit target. This you see the risk reward is even is negative, so that's the reason. Anyway, price crashes lower perfectly, so plus almost 0.1 would be this point. Then price starts to can price respect all of it. At this point, I understand that I'm technically in the free of risk area if I look at the left right. I don't really like the fact that we didn't even come to the 4 hour time frame for value gap. That makes me a bit scary, but I understand that brief is the low taken. And I don't really think that we even must come to this 4 hour time frame for value gap. Also, I understand that there is a multiple unfilled imbalances on the left. I'm totally fine to consider long trades. Can so My opinion is pretty simple at this point. My question is, can the price provide me entry model in this range? Because ideally, I'd like to see price going all the way up. The first presented for value gap inversion would be amazing confirmation as well. So I'm just gonna print few more candles and see whether the price will provide any nice display. If price will provide nice displacement or not. Because if it does, okay, the inversion for value gap plays out perfectly. But I prefer more conservative entries. So I personally consider even either one Y22 entry models on 1 minute time frame on 3 minutes for lookup inversions. In this specific scenario, I see price respecting this place, so that gives me a confirmation this 3 minutes for lookup actually is really strong and important. Okay, price displaces higher. I like this displacement. That's really hard displacement, by the way. I mean, it's really strong displacement. That's not the best to enter, but it's anyway, it confirms the idea that it's perfect. So, as I understand, there was this displacement. Uh, the question is, would I enter here? At this point, I understand that it means is respected. This for value gap inversion is respected. So technically, I am in the range. My mentor told me, Nikita, if you want to have a better risk to reward, then you need to anticipate drawn liquidity for the day that you want to target, and then enter on lower time frame, not on 3 minutes time frame, but on 1 minute time frame, if you want to have better risk to reward. Uh, so I think Ignas would potentially enter here. Well, I mean, my mentor would potentially enter here, or maybe even here. That's crazy, by the way. But you see, that's the problem. My mentor would enter here, and he would take profit. He would potentially target this buy side, but he would go for break even and potential partials already at this point with a beautiful 2.5 risk to reward ratio. Me, knowing that I'm more conservative, I you see, I'm entering here, and look at my stop loss. So at the point where my entry happens, my mentor already makes some money. So that's the main problem, I think. Mm, that's my main problem, in my opinion. But at the same time, that's fine. There is nothing much I can do. The question is, would I enter this trade? Yes. It's my entry model. It's my entry model, 100%, the one that I trade. So let's see if it's gonna play out. Potential risk management. Yes, I have risk management. I see this Asia low, which is quite close to actually to my which is quite close to entry level. But again, that's the problem of my entries. Anyway, I think this buy set is potential risk management point, because as I told many times, I don't really want price to start to accumulate. When we expect algorithmic price delivery, most of the time I expect price to displace, not to start accumulation, right? So I would definitely consider this, and as my second take profit target would be this beautiful previous day high. If it's previous day high, it is previous day high. Nice. I have no idea where the price will go. Am I nervous? A little bit. This is potentially my entry model, but um, I also know that we have hourly for value gap here as well. Yeah, we displaced through this hourly, but we also have hourly a bit higher. That was why that was invalid after this push higher a bit, but it's still hourly, beautiful hourly fair value gap here. So my point is very simple. I think I would not go break even here, as it's too close to my entry. But I would definitely consider partials and break even at this point, previous day high, or I would pretty much say as soon as price delivers as soon as price on yes is delivered till this hourly fair value gap. As soon as it happens, I'm out. I mean, I'm not out, but I'm considering taking partials. So let's see if the price will go with my live reaction. Mm, okay, I like this displacement. So again, we didn't have news, right? I just want to make sure because it's a big displacement. Yeah, I didn't have any news. So nice displacement. As I told, I'm considering risk management as soon as price mm, coming into the hourly fair value gap. So What does it say to me? I'm saying to myself that at this point, I am going break even, break even because yes, because yes comes into into the strong 1 hour time frame fair value gap. Okay, is it 1 to 1? Yeah, it's good. So potential break even. Then I wait for more. Okay, price displaces lower, and I'm stopped at break even. Let's see if price will go higher because most of the time it does do it. Okay, price comes back into this hourly on Nasdaq. Price retest this 3 minutes for value gap, and here we go. My risk management plan was very good. Uh, and again, as I told, my mentor would enter. My mentor would enter here. He would make like 2.5 at least risk to reward, and Nikita just enters at this point and catches break even. Yeah, nothing to say. Would I expect anything else for the market this day? Mm, Hard to say because I understand that the session profile is completed, right? Accumulation, some sort of expansion, manipulation, taking the previous day low, distribution to the high of the Asia, right? That's pretty much it. Uh, I feel like we're still in discount, and I'm really not interested in entering any trade until uh, I see maybe this 15 minutes for value gap inversion. I actually can see really small but still valid fair value gap here in the bottom. So I'm just gonna mark this area fully. So I'm totally honest to myself because during the life I would definitely consider this fair value gap as well. And as soon as I see this inversion, and it will say me that this Y22 entry model is violated. Plus, we can see that this is not market structure shift, so this Y22 is not valid because there was a beautiful, nice rejection from this hourly, saying to me that it's more likely will go lower. So this confirms me the idea that the price is more likely to expand lower for the day because just because of the it also gives me this also says me no, I mean this is still, it's also reasonable for me because there is multiple fair value gaps in the bottom that I potentially see as take profit target in case price go lower, that price need to fill, right? The price need to fill imbalances because it cannot just leave it like this. So I will just go drop to 5 minutes time frame. I can see that this buy set was taken with the what? With Y22 entry model again. So beautiful rejection from the 5 minutes for value gap. This is important. This is very important confirmation. Okay. Uh, Now my idea is pretty simple. If I want to enter longs, what I need? I really don't to see. I don't want to see longs today. I'm not entering any longs. I think until I see. That's a good question. I would honestly maybe enter longs if this 5 minutes for Valga will be inverted, but at the same time I'm not gonna risk because I feel like okay, maybe price can go to previously high. But for that I want to see all this being inverted, not just 5 minutes for Valga. I want to see both charts, both pairs, at least inverting this. If it inverts, then I'm gonna check. If I want to enter short, still respecting. not respecting anymore. 5 minutes inverted on both pairs. Okay, so now what do I need to enter? I think I'd like to see this hourly being inverted again. Displacement. Okay, so it says that price expected is first presented in the OTE. I think it's an OTE. No, it's not. I think it's an OTE on. Yes. No, it's not. Crazy stuff. Isn't it equal loss in the bottom here? Looks like equal loss. It is equal loss. Alright. Yeah, that definitely confuses me, the idea that the price is more likely to push. Because I think my idea is pretty simple. Also, five minutes for value gap was inverted already twice. To the upside first, then to the downside again. I feel like I'm in the free risk of area, at least till the sell side. But I still have the same idea. I really don't think that price will stop just here in this 4 hour time frame for value gap. I feel like price will at least go till the bottom. At least will go till the bottom of this 4 hour time frame for value gap. So my plan is still the same. I'm just waiting for 5 minutes closing below. Otherwise, I'm not entering. Yep, I'm still waiting. 5 minutes, hopefully respected. Respected. This is amazing confirmation for me. What do I need now? Technically, I could enter straight away, and in my opinion, that would be pretty reasonable because we have some sort of SMT here. So if I would be at the point that I want to like enter immediately, then I would definitely go here for the trade. In case I would be more conservative, which I am actually, I would wait for the retest. I would wait for the retest and then I reacting. Yep, that's what I wanted. A price coming back perfectly into the discount zone of this range. I mean, in the PDRA, in the premium, not the premium, not in discount, which is nice. So that says to me that I can potentially would consider shorts at this point. And the question now is, what do I need to enter shorts? I can see this for value gap and this for value gap, especially this inversion. If this inversion is violated, yep, in other words, I want to see price closing below this for value gap. That will confirm me the idea that it's inversion for value gap, and this BPR, this inversion for value gap. I don't really use BPR, meaning I use just inversion for value gap. So if price closes below, then I'm potentially entering trade. I like that. Oh, I really do. I really like it. Oh, that's a beautiful. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Would I risk a lot? I mean, this is potentially my entry model, right? So yes, in fact, I'm inside of the 4 hour time frame for value gap. So price doesn't really have to do anything, but I just want to say that at this point I already understand that this is amazing entry in my opinion, and I feel like I would risk like 0.25% at least, so $250 for this, pretty much. Mm, Let me check the price for one contract. It's 550. Oi. Would I risk 0.5? Actually, I could, but just because we are in this 4 hour time frame for value gap, I feel like this risk management, like going for 20, 50 to $250 is much more reasonable in my opinion. This is third trade, by the way, for the day. That's crazy. I don't remember when I traded when I had so many entries one day. Mm. My biggest fear now is price inverting this for value gap in 1 minute. In that case, I'm really scared. But let's see. Let's not panic. The question is, am I going break even? Uh, First of all, I understand that we're not in macros time, so I still expect some push lower, right? Um, However, at the same time, I see that there is no SMT anymore because price takes out previous day low as well, as I can see here. So SMT is not valid anymore. Uh, in my opinion, this displacement is perfect, but I think I'm scared to lose the trade. That's the reason why I want to consider some risk management. I feel like I need to stop being pussy and just hope and just leave my hands away. In these cases, when it happens live, I most of the time I just go away, and that's exactly what I would have to do here because yeah, I know, this sales that is taken maybe go to break even. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. I need to avoid it. I have take profit target, right? My potential my potential break even is if there is no any PDRAs, in my opinion, yeah. If there is no any PDRAs, then my potential take profit target, like the first one, not like the full one, but the first one can be at 1 to 1 risk to reward. But it is in this point, maybe like 50% of the 4 hour time frame for value gap, but not earlier, in my opinion. Yeah, but I mean it's scary. I'm break even, I'm losing again, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. Price reacts to it. Okay, so at this point, I feel like this is not macros time eventually. So I feel like we still might push lower, but I see this also for value gap. If this for value gap is respected, then I think there is a point to move up. Okay. What I wanted to say that if this is respected, then I could potentially go like closing the position here or moving my stop loss. But at this point, I already moved my stop loss anyway above this, just at this point. So I'm cutting my risk from like 500. So I'm cutting my risk to like almost $100, which is if it's 250, it's like uh, $50, right? Maybe a bit even more, yeah. So I'm not risking 250 at this point. I'm already risking 100, like 80. Macros time, sell set is taken. Am I going break even? No. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. At this point, I'm still waiting. Okay, I think we reached half of the fair value gap. If I'm just gonna check it. Yeah, we reached it perfectly. We reached it perfectly. So, in my opinion, it's very simple. I still have this for value gap, right? I don't really have three PDRAs. This might be Y22 entry model. Plus, if I say this accumulation, some sort of push lower, higher displacement, I feel like price might push higher. I just feel so because price already made a lot of movement for the day. So I would potentially maybe go for like this stop loss. It's like I'm cutting my risk to almost $100. So I'm totally fine to risk $100 to catch this beautiful move. You know, I mean, risking $100 to make like 450 for me is totally fine. So okay, if I go to break even, I'm stopped out at break even. If in the other case, first this hour for Valgap still holds the price, and then I'm stopped out. Let's see if price. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it. Um, just because of this price action, I already understood that we are more likely to reject. But this is nice work with the probabilities and risk, in my opinion. I worked perfectly. Yes, an accumulation for the rest of the day. So yeah, I was right about my idea. Uh, that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, in my opinion, that's it. Other than that, I think. Other than that, I think there is nothing much you can do anymore. So let's just drop to real time, to the real time price action, right? Because okay, but I'm gonna do it in the next video.